Welcome to Bologna. Thank you. Yay. We're going to have a few days all together. It's going to be tough for some of you, but it's going to be great. But tomorrow is going to be a very, very important day. We're going to spend it in Ducati Motor Holding. We're going to meet Claudio Domenicali, the CEO of the company. We're going to meet all the management of the company. We're going to visit the factory. We're going to go to the Ducati Corse department, which doesn't come easy at all. So I think we have a lot of things to look forward. And what can I say more? Enjoy the evening. Thank you very much.
So we have just arrived at the Ducati factory. If you just come here, you can just see in here, there's a little supply room, lots of Ducati t-shirts. Very excited. So this is day 2 of the Foggy 30th anniversary of Foggy and his achievements with Ducati. And so here we are, and we're in the factory, and we're going to have an exclusive tour of the whole factory. Now, I've never been here before. Foggy, this is like his second home here, so he's seen it before, but it's a wide open, wide-eyed place for me, so I'm super excited. So we're in the design room. So when you look at the Panigale, it starts off with 4 or 5 designers will choose or design a bike, and then that gets whittled down to 3, and then that gets whittled down to 2, and then it gets whittled down to 1. And then on these photos here, as you see all the design stages, they do 3D printing, they then do clay, they then eventually get to the point and eventually ends up as to what the Panigale looks like now. And they've been doing these collaborations with Lamborghini, and they've just done a collaboration with Bentley, because it's in the Volkswagen Audi group. So it's Ducati, Volkswagen, Audi, Bentley, they're all in the same family. And this here is this man here is the designer of the Bentley Ducati. It's a very nice piece of work. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You must be quite exciting to have, that's yours.
Exactly.
You did that.
Yeah, working for Ducati, first of all, is a dream come true. But then getting
he has to say that.
But then getting a chance to work on a motorcycle of this sort and this sort of collaboration, it's pretty amazing. And after all, the motorcycle is being appreciated by everyone. So
no, and it's interesting because you have to sandwich the Bentley with a Ducati, and it has to marry, doesn't it? And that's what you've done from the rims to the hood to everything. Well done. Good on you.
Welcome to the design center. We call it Centro Stile because we design the style, the stile of all the bikes. Here we have the Ducati for Bentley, and this is a super bike. We we made in a limited edition, and some super lucky customers can decide the colors of the bike and some finishing of the bike itself. We are really proud of this bike, and we are really proud of having you here, and welcome here and in Bologna in the design center of Ducati.
Good morning to all of you. I'm really happy to have all of you here. We were in contact with Chris, with Andrew, in order to organize this day with you, and it's a pleasure to have you here. It's a pleasure for three main reasons. First of all, because every time that we are here, the legend of Carl is really a pleasure, and we can celebrate all together the 30 years since the first championship. So congratulations, Carl. And also it's an occasion for me to know Glenn, and we really support you this year. We wish all the best, and that you can win this championship. We will be with you during the year looking at the British Superbike. Very difficult to have Claudio with us here today, and I want to let the stage to our CEO, Claudio, that I asked to join me here.
So thank you very much also from my side. Also, I'm very happy to be here, and thank you, Francesco, to grab me out of the office, because I would have lost something. And so I'm happy for one special reason, not for Carl, but for Michaela being here, to be really honest. You know, I think that Michaela, I have incredible memories, you know, and we have been together. I'm in a company since more than 30 years, and so this bike which is behind has been my first bike. That when I started was 1991 in the company. So a lot of things have passed. I still remember a picture that we shooted in that 1994 when we had the three van outside. The real part of the company was the van of Hoss still at the time. So it was a very crazy difference, you know, from what we are today. And but they have the same type of people inside, you know. So the company is very different. Now we are in a situation in MotoGP which is kind of seems like a movie, because it's very bizarre, you know, that company was with this very strange three small trucks 30 years ago. Now is kind of embarrassing the big Honda, you know. Very happy for you being here, and what else? Just enjoy the day. Thank you so much.
You don't seem so keen on it.
No, my favourite bike, to be honest. The 95 one was the best bike.
Why was it the best bike?
It was like, ironed out all the problems we had in the first sort of year, and then the second year of the bike was just perfect, absolutely perfect.
What's the sort of fundamental differences then? Is it the same chassis, is it? Or
Yeah, it's the same chassis all the way through, really.
different
It's
engines?
different size engines, it increased the power of the engine.
But the same class, same series of racing?
Yeah.
Get on it.
Go on.
Get on it and warm your leg. Oh, yeah, of course, sorry. It's a bit creaky. did all that till the geometry sort of changed in '94 after the first few rounds. And the bike was a bit nervous, a bit twitchy for me. Didn't really felt like I could go faster on the old bike. So we lengthened the swinging arm, altered the forebrake out, and that made me be able to carry a lot more corner speed. It suited my style a lot better. And that was a big change in the '94 bike.
So this is quite a special production line because this is the Panigale production line. So this is the only line in the factory that just does the Panigale. So it does the Panigale and the Street Fighter. And if you look over there, just over my shoulder, that's where the bikes are born, and then they grow up all the way along here, and then eventually they become big boys and girls, and at the end of this production line, they are ready to meet the world and go out and live their lives. It's quite nice to be here.
Probably for me, getting to meet Carl and spend not just a quick hello and goodbye, getting to know him. You meet people and you click with him, and he's a good guy. I've thoroughly enjoyed meeting him. Hopefully we'll be in the press, we'll pop into the BSB in the future and come along and enjoy a weekend of Christmas. It's been nice, everyone's been mega impressed.
How about you?
I think,
what's your highlight of the
well, having all the
spending time with your
of course. That was the downside. Just coming out and meeting the old Ducati family again, you know, going to the factory, seeing just how bikes start from, you know, an engine and end up going out ready to go on the road. And to come out and see all the guys from Ducati UK as well, and visit Bologna again. I mean, I haven't been to the factory for many years.
Yeah.
So just to come back and to see how it's all evolved, it's just been a great weekend, really.
Yeah, fantastic. Carl, seeing your bikes again?
Yeah, it's always an emotional sort of return a trip back to sort of Bologna. It's kind of like the family my second family really, you know. I get emotional now even speaking about it, really. It's sort of trip down memory lane for me. It brings all the past back, and seeing all the four bikes again that I won the World Championships on was pretty special. So it's always a special place to come back to, yeah.
And they seem, I mean, the Ducati, that whole thing seems to be very much a family feel. The thing that stood out for me was when we were walking around the factory is how calm everybody was. It didn't feel like everybody was under pressure to just bang the bikes out. It was there seemed to be real care and you know, pride in what everybody was doing. I mean, first time for me.
Seems to be a lot of passion in Ducati, and that seems to come from the top, from the dealers that are here as well, right down through the production line staff. Like you say, nobody looked like they were hard work, which clearly is a job that they're enjoying.
And I was impressed that they were saying there was a lot of women on the production line, and they said there's 30% of the staff and on the production line is women. So.
But they're better at it as well.
Well, they've got smaller hands.
Well, and they care more. It's like if you go to a mega mine, they want women drivers because the vehicles last
you're
longer.
More likely to get from A to B in one piece. Yeah.
Learned a lot as well. Like learned a lot about progs and mixer and stuff.
That's a whole new
Okay,
film.
all right.
That episode's coming soon.
At this stage, I think this stage we could just say goodbye now. So goodbye.
Bye, Bologna.
Ciao.
Thanks for having us.
Good night.
Ducati Manchester Group.